Hey everyone, Gilbee here, and welcome back to another live stream. Today we will be celebrating 1 year of Gilbee Games. The first episode of Tower Simulator 3 went live, I think it was the 21st of April last year, and back then it was just me up in the tower, enjoying some plane spotting, doing a little bit of ATC control, and just really having some fun. That has continued over the course of the year, and as the channel has grown, so has the content. The frequency of videos going out, I think there's almost a video going out every day now, and yeah, it's all due to the support of everybody that has subscribed to the channel. A big huge shout out to everybody that has subscribed and those that continue tuning in to the content. I can't believe how much the channel has grown in the 12 months from just being Tower Simulator 3. We're now doing some farming sim, a couple of different series there. We've got some Transport Fever on the go. There was some infection-free zone as well that did feature. And who can forget the Brisbane School Bus Company that we are running. For today's stream, going to keep it... Yay! Triple D Honey! Thanks so much for tuning in, and yeah, hope you enjoy the ATC stream that we have coming up. We have got the newest airport to the game, Brussels National Airport, that we will be doing today. Unfortunately, where's the database? Unfortunately, it's still the 24th, so I can't do the live schedule at the moment, but we will be doing the 9 AM schedule from the 24th and taking a first look at Brussels. I have not controlled this airport as of yet, so yeah, not sure what I'm going to be facing here. The schedule was created using Tower Companion. Good tool. Oh, great, VFR. No, we're not doing VFR. Oh, good. Terminal not found. We may be defaulting back to the Nerges design one at this rate. Lots of errors to start off. Yeah, so I haven't played Brussels yet. This will be a first for me. Not sure what we are going to see. Hopefully, TS3 Assistant is showing that the schedule is loaded, so that's positive. Okay, let's just hit pause for a second so we can get ourselves sorted. Okay, bring up the ADAIRs and the D-Bright, kill off the icons and tags. What have we got? Yep. That will do, that'll do. Drop the tag size down a bit further, tag distance to virtually nothing. Okay, that's all good. Okay, so down on top of the terminal, I can see that we have got a lot of different airlines. Looks like we've got some missing liveries as well, which is always fun. I think we might operate from the terminal for today's session. That might be a nice one. So it looks like we've got a couple of different taxiways here that aren't connected, so we'll just need to be careful of that. Holding points are going to be quite critical. And it looks like we've got an absolute ton of Brussels planes along here, which is good. It's interesting, we've got some catering trucks that appear to be loading into nothing. What have we got down in the freight area? We've got a hot dog sitting there. But that looks to be about it. Runway wise, let's have a look at the METAR. So we've got 4 knots to 64 degrees. And what are our taxiways? What do we reckon, chat? Should we have departures on 07? Let's go arrivals on 07 left and departures on 07 right. Maybe? Or departures on 19er. Departures on 19er, and we'll go arrivals on 7 left and 7 right. Sounds good to me. So we'll go there, we'll go there. We'll just have everything coming in on both. Don't need the airport lights. Wow. There is definitely a mixed bag of airlines here. I can see we've got, in addition to Brussels, we've got KLM, Air Transat, ITA, some Hainan, Serbia, Vueling, United. We've got Etihad down there, Air Canada. We've got some more Brussels out that way. Yeah, cool. Yes, Triple D Honey, this is air traffic control. So we control everything that happens on the airfield. Oh, good. More errors. We'll close them. Let's increase that up. Activate that. So we move the planes around the airfields. Oh, actually, that's going to cause problems. Maybe we don't do that. Let's turn off 7 right. Yeah. So we control all of the movements of the aircraft on the ground as well as up in the air. Not too much happening at the moment. We've got an A319er coming in. It's an Alpine. And it looks like we've got Sky Travel. Is that? No. We've only got one that is boarding at the moment. Might just increase the speed a bit so we can get some aircraft calling up.
Brussels Tower.
That's going to be
Alpine
annoying if that
64
pops up
Mike
all
on
the time.
Final 07 right.
Okay. Alpine 64 Alpha Mike, cleared to land, runway 07 right.
Cleared to land, runway 07 right. Alpine 64 Alpha Mike.
This is a really quiet start. I was expecting it to be a lot busier than this. Can we see the lights yet? No, it's still too far away.
Brussels ground. Skit Rebel 9er Delta with information India, requesting push and start.
That tag size is a little bit too small.
Brussels Tower, B-Line 7 Hotel Quebec on final 07 left.
This is better. Sky Travel 9er Delta, pushback approved, facing east.
Pushback approved facing east. Skit Rebel 9er Delta.
That would be this, an A220. We've got an A320 coming in, B-Line. Sky Travel is heading off to Prague this morning. That was almost perfect positioning, that. That's going to be really annoying if those errors keep popping up. Might need to just make that a little bit bigger. In comes
Brussels
Alpine.
ground. Skit Rebel 9er Delta ready to taxi.
The next arrival on runway 07 right is Alpine coming in from Rome. Sky Travel 9er Delta, taxi to runway 19er.
Taxi to runway 19er. Skit Rebel 9er Delta.
Can we get it? Oh, this is before I shut down that runway. Change it to 3 nautical miles separation as well.
Brussels Tower, Swiss 756 Charlie on final 07 left.
Swiss 756 Charlie, continue approach, runway 07 left. B-Line 7 Hotel Quebec, cleared to land, runway 07 left.
Roger, runway 07 left. Swiss 756 Charlie.
Cleared to land, runway 07 left, B-Line 7 Hotel Quebec.
Romeo 4 and Mike. Alpine 64 Alpha Mike, taxi to the intersection of Romeo 4 and Mike.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Romeo 4 and Mike, Alpine 64 Alpha Mike.
So if we get them to hold there before sending them in, that should be okay. Okay. Sky Travel 9er Delta, line up and wait, runway 19er.
Line up and wait, runway 19er. Sky Travel 9er Delta.
Not sure if this is the way that the airport actually ran yesterday, but it's the way I'm going to control it for today. We'll probably do an hour at Brussels, and then we will move on to Sydney. And we will be doing the schedule from this morning, which I was actually watching. We've got Beeline coming in. Well, it's a bit fuzzy. Swiss 756 Charlie, cleared to land, runway 07 left.
Cleared to land, runway 07 left. Swiss 756 Charlie.
Sky Travel 9er Delta, cleared for takeoff, runway 19er.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 19er.
I wonder if
Sky Travel
those
9er
errors are the reason
Brussels Tower,
why
Beeline 2
it's...
Foxtrot Romeo
there's
on
not a lot
final
happening.
07 left.
Our first departure of the day. Heading off to Prague. Alpine 64 Alpha Mike, cross runway 19er.
Cross runway 19er, Alpine 64 Alpha Mike.
Beeline has come in from Stockholm. Beeline 7 Hotel Quebec, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Beeline 7 Hotel Quebec.
Sky Travel 909 Delta, contact departure.
Departure on 126.63, Sky Travel 9er Delta. Good day.
It's interesting how it slows down at that intersection. The Swiss arrival is coming in on 7 left, is from Zurich. Alpine 64 Alpha Mike, taxi to terminal via Romeo 4.
Taxi to terminal via Romeo 4, Alpine 64 Alpha Mike.
Swiss 756 Charlie, taxi to the intersection of Mike and Romeo 4 via Mike. Beeline 2 Foxtrot Romeo, cleared to land, runway 07 left.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Mike and Romeo 4 via Mike. Swiss 756 Charlie.
Those errors are a little bit annoying.
Runway 07 left. Beeline 2 Foxtrot Romeo.
Alright, let's go
Brussels
back.
Tower, Beeline 4 Uniform Juliet on final 07 left.
Beeline 4 Uniform Juliet, continue approach, runway 07 left.
Roger, runway 07 left. Beeline 4 Uniform Juliet.
So it looks like we're heavy on arrivals to start the hour, and then it switches across to departures. Looking at the schedule. Oh no, arrivals are consistent, but most of the departures are in the second half hour. There are currently 2, 4, 6, 8 planes boarding. Down comes an EasyJet, nice and slow, into the bay. We are still quite a distance away from the planes here. I can see several rear doors open as planes are boarding, so we'll need to keep an eye on that. These holding points are going to be quite critical. Swiss 756 Charlie, taxi to terminal via Romeo 4. Okay.
Taxi to terminal via Romeo 4. Swiss 756 Charlie.
The
Brussels
next,
Tower,
the arrival
Beeline
on
Park Quebec
runway
on
07
final
left is from Madrid. Beeline 4 Uniform Juliet, cleared to land, runway 07 left.
Clear to land, runway 07 left. Beeline 4 Uniform Juliet.
Beeline 2 Foxtrot Romeo, taxi to the intersection of Mike and Romeo 4 via Mike.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Mike and Romeo 4 via Mike. Beeline 2 Foxtrot Romeo.
Swiss is slowly making its way down. An A320neo. It's interesting, that one doesn't have the gates attached, but it's boarding. It's a bit strange. The next arrival on runway 07 left is the Beeline service coming in from Warsaw. Is it? Yes, from Warsaw. Not to be confused with Walsall in the UK. Beeline 5 Papa Quebec, cleared to land, runway 07 left.
Cleared to land, runway 07
Beeline
left.
2 Foxtrot
Beeline
Romeo,
5 Papa Quebec.
taxi to terminal via Romeo 4.
Taxi to terminal via Romeo 4. Beeline 2 Foxtrot Romeo.
Brussels Tower, Line 8 Hotel Whiskey and final 07 left.
Beeline 4 Uniform Juliet, taxi to the intersection of Mike and Romeo 4 via Mike. So if we get all of our arrivals to hold down here at Mike and Romeo 4, then we need to make sure that we get our departures out via Romeo 4 Oscar 7. So we'll get them to come up here and along there. It's going to be challenging when these planes along Romeo 4 do want to start departing. Oh, there's an Air Baltic in amongst all the Brussels. Is that a Brussels special? I think we can probably get you to head straight in. Beeline 4 Uniform Juliet, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Beeline 4 Uniform Juliet.
We're filling up again. Okay, and touching down on runway 07 left is the Beeline service from London, Heathrow.
Baltic 60 kilo on final 07 left.
Beeline 8 Hotel Whiskey, cleared to land, runway 07 left.
Clear to land. Runway 07 left. Line 8 Hotel Whiskey.
Star Alliance livery there. Beeline 5 Papa Quebec, taxi to the intersection of Mike and Romeo 4 via Mike.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Mike and Romeo 4 via Mike. Beeline 5 Papa Quebec.
Interesting. Movements are quite simple. Let's get you in. Beeline 5 Papa Quebec, taxi to terminal. So
Taxi
it looks
to
like there's
terminal.
only one
Beeline 5 Papa
parking
Quebec.
bay left. Maybe that's how they manage these taxiways. They get everybody in, fill it up, and then
Brussels Tower.
depart.
Beeline 5 Alpha Uniform on final 07 left.
And we've got the Brussels service from Gothenburg, landing on 7 left. Air Baltic 60 Kilo, cleared to land, runway 07 left.
Clear to land, runway 07 left. A Baltic 60 Kilo.
Beeline 8 Hotel Whiskey, taxi to terminal. This wasn't
Taxi to terminal.
necessarily on my
Beeline
bingo
8
card
Hotel
for
Whiskey.
today to say Beeline so much. We will be targeting the Australian airports today in today's stream. Today is Anzac Day. Could also throw in New Zealand as well. We could do Auckland for an hour. Just see where the journey takes us. Slow old taxi there. Next arrival on 7 left will be Air Baltic service from Riga. Actually, I have no idea where Riga is. Where is Dr. Google? Riga would be in Latvia.
Brussels Tower, Austrian 29er November on final 07 left.
Beeline 5 Alpha Uniform, cleared to land, runway 07 left.
Clear to land, runway 07 left. Beeline 5 Alpha Uniform.
These error messages are annoying.
Brussels ground, Beeline 5 Kilo Foxtrot with information India, requesting push and start.
Beeline 5 Kilo Foxtrot, pushback approved, facing east.
Pushback approved facing east. Beeline 5 Kilo Foxtrot.
Is this going to pop up every time there's a plane change? This is, yeah. Air Baltic 60 Kilo, taxi to the intersection of Mike and Romeo 4 via Mike.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Mike and Romeo 4 via Mike. A Baltic 60 Kilo.
I wish you could clear and suppress the errors. Next arrival on 7 left is the Brussels service from Oslo.
Brussels ground, Beeline 5 Kilo Foxtrot ready to taxi.
Yep, cool. What did I say? Oscar 7. Beeline 5 Kilo Foxtrot, taxi to runway 19er via Oscar 7.
Taxi to runway 19er, via Alpha 7.
Beeline 5
Beeline
Kilo
5 Kilo
Foxtrot.
Foxtrot.
Taxi to runway 19er.
Taxi to runway 19er. Beeline 5 Kilo Foxtrot.
Brussels Tower, Ryanair 61 Victor Bravo on final 07 left.
Those error messages are
Brussels ground.
annoying.
Beeline 5
Oscar
Kilo
7.
Foxtrot. Are you sure this is the most logical routing?
Beeline 5 Kilo Foxtrot. Taxi to runway 19er via Romeo 4, Oscar 7. Beeline 5 Kilo Foxtrot. Taxi to runway 19er via Romeo 4.
Taxi to runway 19er via Romeo 4.
Austrian
Alpha
29er November,
Beeline
cleared
5
to land,
Kilo
runway
Foxtrot.
07 left. Vueling 55 Mike Zulu, pushback approved, facing east.
Taxi to runway
Beeline
19er
5
via
Alpha
Romeo 4.
Uniform, taxi to
Beeline
terminal.
5 Kilo Foxtrot.
Pushback approved facing east. Vueling 55 Mike Zulu.
Taxi to terminal. Beeline 5 Alpha Uniform.
Brussels ground. Vueling 55 Mike Zulu with information India, requesting push and start.
Brussels ground. Beeline 5 Foxtrot Juliet with information India, requesting push and start.
Austrian 29er November, cleared to land, runway 07 left.
Cleared to land, runway 07 left. Austrian 29
Beeline
November.
60 Kilo, taxi to terminal.
Brussels Tower.
Beeline 5 Foxtrot Juliet, pushback approved, facing east.
Pushback approved facing east. Beeline 5 Foxtrot Juliet.
Brussels ground.
Air Baltic
Vueling
60
55
Kilo,
Mike
taxi to
Zulu
terminal.
ready to taxi.
Taxi to terminal.
Ryanair 61 Victor Bravo, cleared to land, runway 07 left.
Cleared to land, runway 07 left. Ryanair
Vueling
61
55
Victor
Mike
Bravo.
Zulu, taxi to runway 19er via Sierra.
Taxi to runway 19er via Sierra.
Beeline 5
Vueling
Kilo
55
Foxtrot, cleared for
Mike
takeoff,
Zulu.
runway 19er.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 19er. Beeline 5 Kilo Foxtrot.
Brussels ground, Beeline 7 Juliet Victor with information India, requesting push and start.
India 9er and Echo 3. Austrian 29er November, taxi to the intersection of India 9er and Echo 3. Austrian 29er November, taxi to the intersection of India 9er and Echo 3.
Negative, I'm on the ground. Austrian 29er November.
Ryanair's
Taxi
coming
hold
in,
the
Beeline's
intersection,
going out.
Taxiway in 9er and Echo 3.
Beeline
Austrian
5
29 November.
Foxtrot Juliet, taxi to runway 19er via Romeo 4.
Taxi to runway 19er via Romeo 4. Beeline 5 Foxtrot Juliet.
Vueling 4 Golf Zulu, cleared to land, runway 07 left.
Cleared to land, runway 07 left, Bowling 4 Golf Zulu.
Brussels ground, Beeline 5 Foxtrot Juliet ready to taxi.
Brussels Tower, Finnair 5-2 Victor Heavy on final 07 left.
I wonder if it's an issue with the update that went through this morning. The Brussels service heading off to Faro. Beeline 7 Juliet Victor, pushback approved, facing east. Beeline 5 Kilo Foxtrot, contact departure.
Pushback approved facing east.
Ryanair
Beeline
6-1
Juliet
Victor Bravo, taxi to terminal.
Departure on 126.63, Beeline 5 Kilo Foxtrot.
Ryanair has come in from Dublin.
Taxi to terminal. Ryanair 6-1 Victor Bravo.
Malaga. Let's Vueling 5-5 Mike Zulu, cleared for takeoff, runway 19er.
Command property error, Finnair 5-2 Victor Heavy.
Oh, actually there's a heavy coming in. Vueling 5-5 Mike Zulu, cleared for takeoff, runway 19er.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 19er. Vueling 5-5 Mike Zulu.
I am actually considering a career change, Triple D honey, to do this in real life. I do need to wait until 2027 before I can apply for the training program here. But yeah, I'm looking at doing this in real life. Nice midlife crisis career change.
Brussels ground, Beeline 7 Juliet Victor ready to taxi.
Beeline 7 Juliet Victor, taxi to runway 19er via Romeo 4.
Taxi to runway 19er via Romeo 4. Beeline 7 Juliet Victor.
Austrian 29er November, taxi to ramp.
Taxi to ramp. Austrian 29er November.
Brussels Tower, Beeline 6 Tango Charlie on final 07 left.
Cool. Finnair 5-2 Victor Heavy, cleared to land, runway 07 left.
Clear to land, runway 07 left, Finnair 5-2 Victor Heavy.
Vueling has come in from Malaga. No, it hasn't. Vueling has come in from Alicante. Vueling 4 Golf Zulu, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal.
Beeline
Vueling 4 Golf
5
Zulu.
Foxtrot Juliet, line up and wait, runway 19er.
Line up and wait, runway 19er. Beeline 5 Foxtrot Juliet.
Rearrange the furniture a little bit. Okay. Vueling 5-5 Mike Zulu, contact departure.
Departure on 126.63, Vueling 5-5 Mike Zulu.
Beeline 5
Good
Foxtrot
day.
Juliet, cleared for takeoff, runway 19er.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 19er. Beeline 5 Foxtrot Juliet.
Once the A350-900 from Finnair
Brussels
has
ground,
come in,
Beeline
we
8
will
Charlie Echo
switch
with information
to
India, requesting push and
Sydney.
start.
Finnair service coming in from Helsinki.
Brussels Tower, Shamrock 63 November on final 07 left.
Shamrock. Shamrock coming in from Dublin. To be sure, to be sure. Look at that beauty.
Brussels ground, Alpine
So annoying.
908 Papa Tango with information India, requesting push and start.
Beeline 7 Juliet Victor, cleared for takeoff, runway 19er. Beeline 8 Charlie Echo, pushback approved, facing east. Alpine 908 Papa Tango, pushback approved, facing east.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 19er. Beeline 7
Beeline
Juliet Victor.
5 Foxtrot Golf, contact departure. Contact departure. Beeline 5 Foxtrot Juliet, contact departure.
Pushback approved facing east. Beeline 8 Charlie Echo.
Finnair 5-2 Victor Heavy, taxi to terminal.
Pushback approved facing east. Alpine 908 Papa Tango.
Departure on 126.63, Beeline 5 Foxtrot Juliet.
I can't wait to get rid of these errors.
Taxi to terminal, Finnair 5-2 Victor Heavy.
Line up of fuel tankers there. As the A350-900 comes in towards us. Beeline 6 Tango Charlie, cleared to land, runway 07 left.
Clear to land, runway 07 left, Beeline 6 Tango Charlie.
Oh, she's a bit noisy.
Brussels ground, Beeline 8 Charlie Echo ready to taxi.
Are we directly on top of its gate?
Beeline 2 Delta Yankee with information India, requesting push and start.
Brussels ground, Alpine 908 Papa Tango ready to taxi.
Look at that. And there we go. That is enough of that. So that was Brussels. We're now going to head to Sydney. It's this one, yes. And we are going to do the 9:30 stint. We will take on the live weather. We will not do cargo and wide on 3-4. So at the moment, Sydney Airport is currently operating using 3-4 left and 3-4 right. We will be doing, geez, I've done a lot of schedules from there. 9:30. Let's jump into Sydney. Just reset everything in the background. Ooh, close. What was that? Three assistant. Yep. Ah, interesting. We have some missing liveries. That's not cool. Okay, so Tower Companion is open. And we want this one. I think the last Sydney, well, There's a lot of missing liveries here. Including the 767Y. Oh no. Alright. Let's just get ourselves set up here. Are we going to go plane spotting today? International. Should we go international terminal, domestic terminal, or the tower? Let's start at the tower. Okay. Yep. Hopefully all of our settings are correct. Wow, I'm really getting VATSIM vibes right now. Might move ADAIRs. Move that down to there. All of my settings look like they've stuck. Cool. Except for the POV. I think tower-wise we might be too far away from the action. A380 there. Virgin, Jetstar. Still got some Virgin parking in Jetstar spots, but that's okay.
Sydney ground, Air Canada 34 heavy with information golf, requesting push and start.
Okay, so the icon sizes are a little too small, the tag sizes are a little too small, and the tag distance is way too far. We might need to make this a bit bigger. We might need to make this a little bit bigger.
Asiana 602 heavy with information golf, requesting push and start.
And the tag size is going to have to increase a bit more because I can't see them. And if I can't see them, you guys can't see them. Oh, we don't want 3D UI on. Okay. Air Canada 34 heavy, pushback approved, facing east. Asiana 602 heavy, pushback approved, facing east.
Pushback approved facing east. Air Canada 34 heavy.
Let's head to the international
Pushback
terminal.
approved facing east. Asiana 602 heavy.
So the Asiana is the one without the livery, unfortunately.
Sydney ground, velocity 826 with information golf, requesting push and start.
Velocity 826, pushback approved, facing east. Ah, that's not east.
Facing east, velocity 826.
I forgot this is the other way around, south. Jetstar 726, pushback approved, facing west.
Sydney ground, Jetstar 762 with information golf, requesting push and start.
I think that should be okay. It's going to get very, very crowded very quickly, but so we've got Jetstar there. We have got
Sydney ground, velocity 181
velocity
with
there.
information golf, requesting push and start.
Velocity can wait. Jetstar 762. Jetstar 762. Pushback approved, facing west. There's no arrivals yet. What's going on?
Approved facing west. Jetstar 762.
Where are the arrivals?
Sydney ground, velocity 826 ready to taxi.
Okay.
Sydney ground, Asiana 602 heavy ready to taxi.
Velocity 826 taxi to runway 34 right.
Taxi to runway 34 right, velocity 826.
Yeah, I
Sydney
think that
ground.
works.
Air Canada 34 Heavy ready to taxi.
So Charlie Lima.
Sydney ground, Qantas 121 with information Golf, requesting push and start.
Charlie and Bravo 10. Okay. Asiana 602 heavy, taxi to runway 34 left, cross runway 07.
Taxi to runway 34 left. Cross
Air
runway
Canada
07.
34 heavy, taxi
Asiana
to runway
602
34
heavy.
left, cross runway 07. Let's head back
Taxi
to
runway 34 left.
International Terminal.
Cross runway 07. Air Canada 34 Heavy.
Did I say international? We're at domestic. Domestic would be
Sydney
best.
ground, Delta 40 heavy with information Golf, requesting push and start.
Qantas 121, pushback approved, facing west. Velocity 181, pushback approved, facing south. Jetstar 762, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10.
Pushback approved facing west. Qantas 121.
Delta 40 heavy, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. Velocity 181.
What have we got out there?
Taxi and hold at the
Qantas
intersection of Taxiway
63
Charlie
Super,
and Bravo
pushback
10.
approved, facing
Jetstar
south.
762.
Pushback.
Hey,
facing
thanks
south.
Wobbly.
Delta 40 heavy.
Pushback approved facing south. Qantas 63 Super.
Velocity 826, cross runway 07.
Cross runway 07. Velocity 826.
Sydney ground, Jetstar 762 ready to taxi.
Qantas 161, pushback approved, facing west. Oh, we have got an arrival coming in. Good.
Pushback approved facing west. Qantas 161.
Sydney Tower, Qantas 418 on final 34 left.
Qantas 418, cleared to land, runway 34 left.
Clear to land, runway 34 left. Qantas 418.
No fireballs here, mate.
Sydney
Asiana,
ground,
taxiing
velocity
out.
181 ready to taxi.
Sydney ground, Qantas 121 ready to taxi.
Velocity 181, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10 via Charlie, cross runway 07.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Charlie and Bravo 10 via Charlie. Cross runway
Wow.
07. Velocity 181.
Velocity 181, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Charlie and Bravo 10. Velocity 181.
737,
Ground,
max
Qantas
8.
63 Super ready to taxi.
Sydney ground, Delta 40 heavy ready to taxi.
I haven't driven a tractor into a ditch for a while. Jetstar 762, taxi to runway 34 right via Lima, Tango.
Taxi to runway 34 right, via Lima, Tango. Jetstar 762.
Oh, the A380 Qantas 63 Super. Taxi to runway 34 left via Alpha. Commit.
Taxi to runway 34 left, via Alpha. Qantas 63 Super.
Sydney ground, Qantas 161 ready to taxi.
Qantas 161, taxi to runway 34 right via Charlie, Lima, Tango.
Taxi to runway 34 right via Charlie, Lima, Tango.
Qantas 121, follow company.
Follow company. Qantas 121.
Delta 40 Heavy, taxi to runway 34 left.
Taxi to runway 34 left. Delta 40 Heavy.
Sydney ground, Qantas 4290 with information Golf, requesting push and start.
Qantas 4290, pushback approved, facing west.
Pushback approved facing west. Qantas 4290.
There she goes.
Sydney ground, Qantas 63 Super with information Golf, requesting push and start.
Have we got time to get them
Sydney
across?
ground,
I think
Qantas
we do.
161 with information Golf, requesting push and start.
Delta 40 Heavy, cross runway 07. Qantas 63 Super, cross runway 34 left. My tab key is sticking again.
Cross runway 07. Delta 40 Heavy.
There's a lot more going on here than there was at Brussels.
Runway 34 left. Qantas 63 Super.
And this is the actual real schedule. I did see Qantas 63
Sydney ground,
Takeoff.
Qantas 728 with information Golf, requesting push and start.
Qantas 63 is heading to Johannesburg.
Sydney ground, Qantas 1576
Asiana
with
602
information
Heavy.
Golf, requesting push and start.
Line up behind next landing aircraft, runway 34 left. Asiana all the way down there.
Aircraft, runway 34 left. Asiana
Velocity
60 to
181, taxi to runway 34 right via Lima Tango. Qantas 728, pushback approved, facing west.
Taxi to runway
Our first
34
arrival
right
is coming
via
in.
Lima Tango. Velocity 181.
First arrival, runway 34 left, is from
Sydney
Melbourne.
ground, Qantas 429 ready to taxi.
Sydney ground, Qantas 578 with information Golf, requesting push and start.
Bravo 2. Qantas 418, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Bravo 2 via Bravo.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Bravo and Bravo 2 via Bravo. Qantas 418.
Jetstar 762 cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right. Asiana 602 Heavy cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 34 right.
Qantas
Jetstar
63 Super,
762.
cross runway 07. American 72 Heavy, pushback approved, facing south.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 34 left. Asiana 602 Heavy.
Asiana
Cross
777,
runway 07. Qantas 63 Super.
777-200, heading to
Pushback approved
Incheon
facing south.
in Korea.
American 72 Heavy.
South Korea.
Sydney Tower, Jetstar 403 on final 34 right.
Qantas 728, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10 via Charlie. I didn't say Charlie 1. It's Qantas 728. Oh, that works.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway
Qantas
Charlie
429er,
and
follow
Bravo
company.
10 via Charlie. Qantas 728.
Air Canada 34 Heavy, line up and wait, runway 34 left. Asiana, off it goes, and Jetstar. Jetstar is heading to Adelaide. Velocity 826, line up and wait, runway 34 right. Air Canada
Follow
is
company.
heading off
Qantas
to
429.
Vancouver. 777-200.
Runway 34 left. Air Canada 34 heavy.
Asiana 602 heavy, contact departure. Jetstar 762, contact departure.
Line up and wait. Runway 34
Hey,
right.
Johnny.
Velocity 826.
Good morning, sir.
Sydney departure on 118.4.
Qantas
Asiana
161,
602
cross
heavy.
runway
Good
07.
day.
Qantas 418, cross runway 07. Qantas 429, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10 via Charlie.
Sydney departure on 118.4.
Velocity
Jetstar
826, cleared for
762.
takeoff, runway
Good day.
34 right.
Cross runway 07.
Air Canada 34
Qantas
heavy,
161.
cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left. American 72 heavy, taxi to runway 34 left, cross runway 07. Qantas 121, cross runway 07.
Cross runway 07. Qantas 418.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Charlie and Bravo 10 via Charlie. Qantas
Jetstar
429.
403, cleared to land, runway 34 right.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 34 right. Velocity 826.
Our next
Cleared for
arrival
takeoff. Runway 34 left. Air
is
Canada 34 heavy.
Tasman 22 heavy, cleared to land, runway 34 left. Delta 40 heavy, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left. Delta is
Taxi to
heading
runway
to
34 left. Cross runway
LAX,
07.
an
American
A350
72
900.
Cross runway 07. Qantas 121.
Velocity 181, cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 34 right. Lucky that it didn't register.
Clear to land. Runway 34 right. Jetstar 403.
Velocity 826, contact departure. Qantas 1576, pushback approved, facing west. Qantas 578, pushback approved, facing west. Oh no!
Clear to land. Runway 34 left. Tasman 22 heavy.
Oh no.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 34 left. Delta 40 heavy.
That's not fun. I can't believe I made a mistake. Wobbly, this is Sydney Airport. Sydney International Airport. How am I going to recover? How am I going to recover this one? Qantas 429er, taxi to runway 34 left via Alpha 1 Alpha.
Pushback approved facing west. Qantas 1576.
Pushback approved facing west. Qantas 578.
Ah, I managed to recover it.
Runway 34 left via Alpha 1.
Okay.
Alpha. Qantas 429.
Velocity 9024, cleared to land, runway 34 right. Air Canada 34 heavy, contact departure. Velocity 826, contact departure. Okay, Jetstar about to land.
34 right. Velocity 9024.
In from
Sydney
Coolangatta.
departure on 118.4. Air Canada 34 heavy. Good day.
Qantas 429er, cross runway 34 left.
Sydney departure on 118.4.
Qantas 728,
Velocity
cross runway
826.
07.
Good day.
Qantas 9022, pushback approved, facing south. couple of missing
Cross
liveries
runway
here
34
on new
left.
aircraft.
Qantas 429er.
Velocity 181, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right.
Cross runway 07. Qantas 728.
Got the
Pushback
A380 sitting down the end.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right, velocity 181.
Delta 40 Heavy, contact departure. Jetstar is cleared as well.
Departure on 118.4, Delta 40 Heavy. Good day.
Sydney ground. Qantas 728.
Jetstar 509er, pushback approved, facing west.
Pushback approved, facing west, Jetstar 509er.
Qantas 578, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Charlie and Bravo 10.
Qantas 1576, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10. Good.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Charlie and Bravo 10.
Jetstar 403, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Bravo and Lima. Jetstar 403.
Get these two out and then we can get the Qantas in.
Heavy ready to taxi.
Sydney Tower, velocity 924 on final 34 right.
Qantas 728, taxi to runway 34 left via Lima.
Taxi to runway 34 left via Lima. Qantas 728.
Qantas 63 Super, line up and wait, runway 34 left.
Line up and wait, runway 34 left, Qantas 63 Super.
Qantas 922, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10.
Taxi and
Qantas 418, taxi to terminal.
Bravo 10. Qantas 922.
Taxi to terminal, Qantas 418.
Jetstar 504, cleared to land, runway 34 right. Whoa, hang on.
Cleared to land, runway 34 right, Jetstar 504.
Sydney Tower, Tasman 22 heavy on final 34 left.
Did we?
Sydney Tower, Jetstar 504 and final 34 right.
Velocity 924, contact departure.
Sydney departure on 118.4.
Velocity 181, contact departure. Qantas 161, cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 34 right. Come on. Thank you.
Sydney departure on
Qantas 63 Super, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left.
Clear for immediate takeoff, runway 34 right, Qantas 161. Clear for immediate takeoff, runway 34 right, Qantas 161.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left, Qantas 63 Super. Sydney ground, Qantas 1576 ready to taxi.
Sydney ground, Qantas 578 ready to taxi.
Tasman 22 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Juliet and Yankee.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Juliet and Yankee. Tasman 22 heavy.
Jetstar 509er, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Charlie and Bravo 10, Jetstar 509er.
Jetstar 403, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Juliet. A380 on its way.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Bravo and Juliet. Jetstar 403.
Sydney ground, Qantas 922 ready to taxi.
Off she goes.
Sydney ground, Jetstar 509er ready.
Jetstar 813, cleared to land, runway 34 right.
Cleared to land.
Qantas 728, cross runway 34 left.
813.
Qantas 429er, cross runway 07.
Cross runway 34 left. Qantas 728.
Qantas 9022, cross runway 07. Qantas 121, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right.
Cross runway 07.
Jetstar 504,
Qantas
taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima via Lima.
Cross runway
Crazy!
07. Qantas 9022.
Crazy busy.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 34 right. Qantas 121.
Qantas 578, cross runway 07. Tasman 22 heavy, taxi to terminal, cross runway 07. Go hot dog.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Bravo and Lima via
Go
Lima.
hot dog.
Jetstar 504.
Yep, Jetstar's going. Qantas is taking off. Qantas 161, contact departure.
Taxi to terminal. Cross runway 07. Tasman 22 heavy.
Jetstar 403, taxi to ramp. Velocity 638, pushback approved, facing south. Qantas 23 heavy, pushback approved, facing south. Is that the Perth service?
Sydney departure on 118.
Oh no, it's not.
Qantas 161.
Why is that departing from there?
Taxi to ramp. Jetstar 403.
It's going to Thailand
Pushback
from a
approved
domestic
facing south.
terminal.
Velocity
Interesting.
638.
Pushback approved facing south. Qantas 23
Qantas 578, cross runway 07. American 72 heavy, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left. Qantas 63 super, contact departure. Velocity 508, cleared to land, runway 34 left. This is one of my favourite
Cross runway
airports.
07. Qantas 578.
And we are operating it in a different way. Normally I operate off 16 left and 16 right, but we're currently doing real-world operations and real-world schedule from today, Anzac Day, the 25th of April.
Jetstar 813 and final 34 right.
Okay,
Sydney Tower. Velocity 508 on final 34 left.
Jetstar 509er, taxi to runway 34 right via Lima Tango. Jetstar 504, taxi to the intersection of Juliet and Bravo.
Taxi to runway 34 right via Lima. Tango. Jetstar 509er.
Velocity 638, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10. Qantas 1576, cross runway 07. Qantas 23 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Golf.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Gillard and Bravo. Jetstar 504.
We've got American about
Taxi
to
and hold at the
rotate
intersection of Taxiway Charlie and Bravo 10.
on its way to
Velocity 638.
LAX.
Cross runway 07. Qantas 1576.
We've got a Jetstar and
intersection of Taxiway
Velocity
Alpha
on
and
its way
Golf.
in.
Qantas 23
Qantas 121, contact departure.
Sydney departure on 118.4.
Qantas 9022,
Qantas
taxi to
121.
runway
Good
34 right.
Good job.
Qantas 578, taxi to runway 34 right.
Taxi to runway 34
Oh,
right.
New Zealand wants to
Qantas
go.
9022.
New Zealand 102, pushback approved, facing south.
Taxi to runway 34
American
right.
72 heavy,
Qantas
contact
578.
departure.
Pushback approved facing south. New Zealand 102.
Sydney departure on 118.4. American 72
Velocity
heavy.
638, cross runway 07.
Cross runway 07. Velocity 638. Sydney ground, velocity 638 ready to taxi.
Gonna think about this from now on when I fly,
ready to
wondering if
taxi.
someone is sitting at home giving commands. No, they would be sitting in a tower. I would love to be
Sydney
doing
ground,
this from home though.
American 72 heavy with information golf. Requesting push and start.
Qantas 1576, taxi to runway 34 left via Lima.
Taxi to runway 34 left, via Lima. Qantas 1576.
Sydney Tower, velocity 924 on final 34 right.
A 330, 300.
Sydney ground, Qantas 9022 with information golf. Requesting push and start.
Jetstar 504, taxi to terminal via Juliet Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via Juliet Alpha. Jetstar
Velocity.
504.
Are they going to take the fast lane out? Yes. Qantas 728, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left. Velocity 9024, cleared to land, runway 34 right. Jetstar 813, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima.
Cleared to land, runway 34 right, velocity 924.
Oh.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Bravo and Lima. Jetstar 813.
Sydney ground, New Zealand 102 ready to taxi.
Interesting. That's okay. Qantas 23 heavy, cross runway 34 left.
Cross runway 34 left. Qantas 23 heavy. Sydney ground, Jetstar 509
Velocity
with
508,
information Golf,
taxi
requesting
to
push and
terminal
start.
via Bravo Golf.
Taxi to terminal
Qantas
via
1576,
Bravo.
cross runway
Golf,
34 left.
Velocity 508.
Qantas 728, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left. Did I not give you
Cross runway
permission to
34
leave?
left. Qantas
I thought I did.
1576.
Jetstar 509, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left. Qantas,
Qantas
728.
23 heavy, taxi to runway 34 left. Cross runway 07.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right.
New Zealand
Jetstar
102,
509.
taxi to runway 34 left via Yankee, Juliet.
Taxi to runway 34 left, cross runway 07. Qantas 23 heavy.
Velocity 830, pushback approved, facing south. Velocity 931, pushback approved, facing south.
Taxi to runway 34
Velocity
left,
830,
Yankee,
pushback
Juliet,
approved, facing
New Zealand
south.
102.
Okay.
Pushback approved facing
Jetstar
south.
813, taxi to ramp. Dual departures.
Pushback approved facing south. Velocity 830.
We've got another hot dog coming in.
Jetstar
Nice.
813.
Qantas 429, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left.
Sydney ground, velocity 924 is going around. There is traffic on the runway.
That's a bit of a delayed command. Qantas 429, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left. Qantas,
Qantas
429.
922, cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 34 right.
Cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 34 right. Qantas 9022.
Jetstar 504, cross runway 34 left. Qantas 728, contact departure. Thai 476, pushback approved, facing south.
Cross runway 34 left. Jetstar 504.
Come on, Qantas, get moving.
Pushback approved facing south.
Qantas 728,
476.
contact departure. Jetstar 509, contact departure. What have we got?
Sydney departure on 118.4. Qantas
Tasman
728.
1 heavy, cleared to land, runway 34 left.
Sydney departure on 118.4.
Jetstar
Jetstar 509.
785,
Good
cleared to
day.
land, runway 34 right.
Clear to land. Runway 34 left. Tasman 1 heavy.
Velocity 638, taxi to runway 34 right. Okay. Velocity 9031, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Bravo 1. 0. Velocity 830, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10. Jetstar 504, cross runway 07. New Zealand 102, cross runway 07.
Clear to land, runway 34 right. Jetstar 785.
Qantas 429er, contact departure. Qantas 9022, contact departure. Qantas 578, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right. Qantas 1576, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left.
Taxi to runway 34 right, velocity 638.
It's crazy!
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Charlie and Bravo 10, velocity 931.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Charlie and Bravo 10, velocity 830.
Why is my board looking so empty right now?
504.
Thai 476, taxi to runway 34 left.
Cross runway 07, New Zealand 102.
A little A320.
Sydney departure on 118.4. Qantas 429er. Good day.
Velocity 830, cross runway 07. Ooh, A320
Sydney
200,
departure on 118.4.
heading to Melbourne.
Qantas 9022. Good day.
Qantas 433 heavy, pushback approved, facing south. It'd be that one there.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 34 left. Qantas 1576.
Velocity 9031, cross runway 07. Velocity 508, cross runway 07.
Taxi to runway 34 left.
Qantas 578, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right. I swear I already gave that.
Cross runway 07,
clearance.
velocity 830.
Velocity 9024, taxi to the intersection of Juliet and Bravo 10 via Bravo 10, Bravo. Ah, that's the wrong intersection.
Pushback approved facing south.
Velocity
Qantas
9024, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Juliet via Bravo 10, Bravo.
Cross runway 07, velocity 931.
Not how
Cross
I
runway
wanted
07,
to, but sure.
velocity 508. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 34 right. Qantas 578.
Qantas 1576, contact departure.
Negative. Intersection not found. Velocity 924.
Yeah, sure.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Bravo and Juliet via Bravo 10, Bravo. Velocity 924.
Sydney departure on 118.4. Qantas 1576. Good day.
Trying to work out if this is a
Tower,
better
Jetstar
position to be
785 on final 34 right.
than on the tower.
Sydney Tower. Tasman 1 heavy on final 34 left.
Sydney ground, velocity 931 ready to taxi.
Tasman coming
Sydney
in.
ground, velocity 830
Should be
ready to
another hot
taxi.
dog, I think.
Sydney Tower. Q-Link 1943 on final 34 right.
Okay.
Sydney ground, Thai 476 ready to taxi.
Qantas 433 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Golf via Alpha.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Alpha and Golf via Alpha. Qantas
Velocity
433.
830, taxi to runway 34 right. Well, hang on.
Taxi to runway 34 right.
Velocity 830, hold position.
Hold position. Velocity 830.
Sydney ground. Qantas 433
Whoa, that could have been bad. That could have been
Tower,
bad.
Velocity 637 on final 34 left.
Qantas 23 heavy, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left. That could have been bad.
Cleared for takeoff.
Velocity
runway 34
830,
left.
continue
Qantas
taxi.
23 heavy.
Thai 476, cross runway 07. The hot dog!
Velocity 830.
The hot dog has landed.
Cross runway 07. Thai 476.
Oh, that could have been bad.
Sydney ground. Qantas 23 heavy with information hotel, requesting push and start.
Velocity 9031, taxi to runway 34 right. Q-Link 1943, cleared to land, runway 34 right.
Taxi to
Embraer
runway 34 right.
190.
Velocity 931.
Velocity 637, cleared to land, runway 34 left. Are we on schedule or are we
Cleared to
late?
land.
We
Runway
are
34
late.
right. Q-Link 1943.
Cleared to land. Runway 34 left. Velocity 637.
No. Why did the hot dog come so far? The hot dog came so far. That's not cool. That is not cool at all. Sorry. Sorry, but the hot dog has to go. Qantas 433 heavy, cross runway 34 left.
Cross runway 34 left. Qantas 433 heavy.
Velocity 638, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right. Velocity 638.
23 has
Sydney
rotated.
ground, velocity 638 with information hotel, requesting push and start.
Sydney ground. New Zealand 102 with information hotel. Requesting
Velocity
push and start.
924, taxi to terminal. Velocity 1530, pushback approved, facing south. Jetstar 785, taxi to the intersection of Bravo and Lima.
Taxi to terminal. Velocity 924.
Pushback approved, facing south. Velocity 1530.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of
Jetstar
Taxiway Bravo and
785,
Lima.
taxi
Jetstar
to the
785.
intersection of Golf and Bravo via Bravo. Velocity 9024, cross runway 07. Qantas 578, contact departure.
Taxi and hold at the
Qantas
intersection of
23 heavy,
Taxiway
contact
Golf
departure.
and Bravo via Bravo. Jetstar 785.
New Zealand 102, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left.
Cross runway 07.
Q-Link
Velocity
1943,
924.
taxi to the intersection of Golf and Bravo via Bravo.
Sydney departure on 118.4. Qantas 578.
Qantas 127 heavy, pushback approved, facing south. Off to Hong
Sydney
Kong.
departure on 118.4. Qantas 23 heavy. Good day.
Qantas 433 heavy, taxi to runway 34 left. Cross runway 07.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 34 left. New Zealand 102.
I'm really disappointed about that
Taxi
hot
and hold
dog.
at the intersection of Taxiway Golf and Bravo via Bravo. Q-Link 1943.
We've got
Pushback approved facing south.
New Zealand 102 heading off to Auckland, an
Cross runway 07. Qantas 43.
an A321 Neo coming directly towards us. Velocity 830, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right, velocity 830. Sydney ground, velocity 830 with information hotel, requesting push and start.
Velocity 638, contact departure.
Sydney departure on 118.4, velocity 638, good day.
I swear there was some more specials and stuff.
Sydney ground, velocity
Yeah,
931
there
with
was.
information hotel, requesting push and start.
I've got several late planes and a
Sydney
stack
ground,
that are cancelled as well.
with information hotel, requesting push and start.
Why is there a stack cancelled?
Sydney ground. Qantas 433 heavy with information hotel, requesting push and start.
Why are all of the internationals
Sydney
cancelled?
ground, Qantas 127 heavy ready to taxi.
Thai 476. Thai 476 cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left. Jetstar 785, taxi to terminal. Cross runway 07.
Taxi to terminal.
Velocity
Cross
1530,
runway
taxi to
07.
the intersection of
Jetstar
Charlie and Bravo
785.
10.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Charlie and Bravo 10, velocity 1530.
Qantas 127 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Golf and Alpha via Alpha.
Taxi and hold at the intersection
Velocity
of Taxiway Golf
637,
and Alpha
taxi to
via
the
Alpha.
intersection of
Qantas
Juliet
127
and Bravo via Bravo.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Juliet and Bravo via Bravo. Velocity 637.
Why?
Sydney Tower. Qantas 142 on final 34 left.
I wonder why so many international planes have cancelled.
Sydney ground, velocity 1530 with information hotel, requesting push and start.
Why? We seem to be missing Singapore and a
Sydney
stack
ground,
of others.
Qantas 127 heavy with information hotel,
Strange.
requesting push and start.
Thai 476 cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left. Jetstar 785, cross runway 34 left. Velocity 830, contact departure. New Zealand 102, contact departure.
Cross runway 34 left. Jetstar 785.
Velocity 9031, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right. Thai 476, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left.
Sydney departure on 118.4, velocity 830.
Q-Link 1943, cross runway 07.
Sydney departure on
going on?
118.4. New Zealand 102. Good day.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right, velocity 931.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left. Type
All-
476.
All of our international flights have been cancelled. What?
Sydney ground, Qantas 735 with information hotel, requesting push and start.
Sydney ground, Vietnam 772 with information India, requesting push and start.
Sydney Tower, Qantas 68 heavy on final 34 left.
This is weird. let's just pause that for a second. What's going on here? $25. Bear with me a couple of seconds whilst I check and see what's going on here. This is weird. The international terminal this is strange. T1 American Delta, yeah, American Delta, American Delta, these PAL, yep. Singapore, yep. Singapore. Where was Jetstar? Air Canada. Air Canada should be here as well. Just tweaking the terminal file because the terminal database because we're missing so many planes. UAE. Yep. UAE, we're missing CEB. We are missing China Southern. We are missing Garuda. We are missing VJC. We are missing CPA. CSN. Who else are we missing? We're missing TWB. We are missing Jetstar 1 Bravo North 1 Tango. We are missing Cebu. We are missing Maz. We are missing Qatar. Is there any others that we're missing? ACI, Air Caledonia. ACI is missing. We are missing CXA. We are missing ANA. We are missing okay. Back to menu. Not sure why we were missing so many there. 3-4 left, 3-4 right. Get rid of that. Start. That was really weird. That was really, really weird. Apologies for that little interruption. Hopefully, there'll be a lot more international planes now. Still a few missing liveries. Oh, there is a Qantas 747 freighter. That would be... Is that the Aussie Post one? Maybe. Hopefully all of the settings are still the same. That's better. We've got some more international planes here now. Much better. Much better. Yeah, the IT guy in the background was asking if I'd tried turning it on and off again. All right, get my board back up. Okay, shall we try again? Okay, so at the moment I can see that we've got 11 planes that are boarding. We'll change it to 3 nautical miles separation. Okay, so we've got nothing scheduled.
Sydney ground.
I still missed a
Air
couple
Canada
of...
34 heavy with information Golf. Requesting push and start.
That's a shame. I still missed a couple of airlines, but... Oh, the icons are still huge. Air Canada 34 heavy, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. Air Canada 34 heavy.
Sydney ground.
That would be
Asiana
that one there.
602 heavy with information Golf. Requesting push and start.
Asiana 602 heavy, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved.
At least we've got
south.
some Air Canada in here
Asiana
now.
602 heavy.
Vietnam is still there. United is there. We are still missing some, but...
Sydney ground. Velocity 826 with information Golf. Requesting push and start.
Velocity 826, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. Velocity 826.
Sydney ground. Jetstar 762 with information Golf. Requesting push and start.
Jetstar 762, pushback approved, facing west. Should have
Pushback
less
approved, facing
cancellations
west.
this time.
Jetstar 762.
There is still a handful of cancellations, but not as many. VJC, interesting.
Sydney ground. Velocity 181 with information Golf. Requesting push
Golf.
and start.
Velocity 181, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south.
That's going to be interesting.
Velocity 181.
Sydney ground. Air Canada 34 heavy ready to taxi.
We're not going to be able to
Sydney
squeeze you
ground.
through, are we?
Asiana 602 heavy ready to taxi.
Velocity 826, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Charlie.
Are you
and
pushing
Bravo
it?
10. Velocity 826.
Velocity 181, hold position. Asiana 602 heavy, taxi to runway 34 left, cross runway 07. Air Canada 34 heavy, taxi to runway 34 left, cross runway 07. Velocity 181, continue taxi.
Hold position. Velocity 181.
Taxi to runway 34 left. Cross
Qantas 121, pushback
Asiana
approved,
602
facing west.
heavy.
Taxi to runway 34 left. Cross runway 07. Air Canada 34 heavy.
Negative. Taxi is blocked. Velocity 826. Velocity 181. Velocity 181.
Velocity 181, continue taxi. Delta 40 heavy, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing west. Qantas 121.
Continue taxi.
Jetstar
Velocity
762, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10.
Pushback approved facing south. Delta 40 heavy.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Charlie and Bravo 10. Jetstar 762.
Asiana heading out, and we've got Air
Sydney
Canada
ground.
following.
Velocity 826 ready to taxi.
Sydney ground. Jetstar 762 ready to taxi.
Velocity 826, cross runway 07. Qantas 4 is not ready.
Cross runway 07, velocity 826.
Sydney ground, velocity 181 ready to taxi.
Qantas 63 Super, pushback approved, facing south. Velocity 181, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10.
Pushback approved facing south. Qantas 63
Qantas
Super.
161, pushback approved, facing west.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway
That timing
Charlie
was
and
bad.
Bravo 10, velocity 181.
It was, that timing was
Pushback
bad.
approved facing west. Qantas 161.
Sydney ground, Qantas 121 ready to taxi.
Sydney Tower, Qantas 418 on final 34 left.
Come on, Qantas, push.
Sydney ground, Qantas 121 with
Qantas
information
121,
Golf, requesting
taxi
push and
to the
start.
intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10 via Charlie. Charlie. Sure, that'll do.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Charlie and Bravo 10 via Charlie, Charlie, Qantas 121.
Jetstar 762, taxi to runway 34 right.
Taxi to runway 34 right. Jetstar 762.
Sydney ground, Delta 40 Heavy ready to taxi.
Delta 40 Heavy, taxi to runway 34 left. Cross runway 07.
Taxi to runway 34 left, cross runway 07, Delta 40 Heavy.
Sydney ground, Qantas 63 Super ready to taxi.
Qantas 63 Super, taxi to the intersection of Golf and Alpha via Alpha.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Golf and Alpha via Alpha. Qantas 63 Super.
Sydney ground, Qantas 161 ready to taxi.
Qantas 161, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10 via Charlie. Charlie.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Charlie and Bravo 10 via Charlie. Charlie.
Qantas
161.
429er, pushback approved, facing west. Velocity 181, cross runway 07. Velocity 826, taxi to runway 34 right.
Pushback approved facing west. Qantas 429er.
Cross runway 07, velocity 181.
Taxi to runway 34 right, velocity 826.
Qantas 728, pushback approved, facing west.
Pushback approved facing west. Qantas 728.
Bravo and Foxtrot.
Sydney ground, Delta 40 Heavy with information Golf, requesting push and start.
Everybody's handled. Qantas 418, cleared to land, runway 34 left.
Clear to land, runway 34 left. Qantas 418.
Asiana 602 Heavy, cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 34 left.
Cleared for
Qantas 63 Super, cross runway 34 left.
Asiana 602 Heavy.
I'm getting a sense of deja vu
Cross
at the
runway
moment.
34 left. Qantas 63 Super.
Sydney ground, Qantas 429er with information Golf, requesting push and start.
Sydney ground, Qantas 63 Super with information Golf, requesting push and start.
Sydney ground, Qantas 429 ready to taxi.
Qantas 429er, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Charlie and Bravo 10. Qantas 429.
Qantas 1576, pushback approved, facing west. Go
Pushback
Asiana.
approved facing west. Qantas 1576.
Qantas 578, pushback approved, facing west. That's going to be too close, isn't it?
Pushback approved facing west. Qantas 578.
Qantas 1576, hold position.
Hold position.
Velocity
Qantas
181, taxi to
1576.
runway 34 right. No.
Taxi to runway 34 right. Velocity 181.
Sydney ground, Qantas 728 ready to taxi.
Qantas 418, contact departure.
Sydney departure on 118.4. Qantas 418. Good.
Air Canada 34 heavy, cleared for takeoff runway 34 left. Jetstar 762, cleared for takeoff runway 34 right. Qantas 728, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 34 left.
American 72
Air
heavy,
Canada 34
pushback
heavy.
approved, facing south. Qantas 63 super, taxi to runway 34 left. Cross runway 07.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway
Triple
34
D,
right.
honey, why
Jetstar
does your cup
762.
holder disappear?
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Charlie and Bravo 10. Qantas 728.
Pushback approved facing south. American 72 heavy.
Taxi to runway 34 left. Cross runway 07. Qantas 63 super.
Sydney Tower, Jetstar 403 on final 34 right.
Qantas 578, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Charlie and Bravo 10. Qantas 578.
We have a queue of Qantas
Sydney
heading
ground,
out.
Qantas 578 ready to taxi.
Asiana 602, contact departure. Heavy, contact departure. Asiana 602 heavy, contact departure.
Sydney departure on 118.4. Asiana 602 heavy. Good day.
Good day.
Sydney ground, Qantas 161 with information golf, requesting push and start.
Jetstar 403, cleared to land, runway 34 right.
Clear to
Qantas
land.
161,
Runway
cross
34
runway
right.
07.
Jetstar 403.
Qantas 1576, pushback approved, facing west.
Cross runway 07. Qantas 161.
Air Canada 34 heavy, contact departure. Delta 40 heavy, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left. Velocity 826, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right. Jetstar 762, contact departure. Qantas 1576, continue taxi.
Negative. I'm not at terminal. Qantas 1576.
Sydney departure on 118.4. Air Canada 34 heavy. Good day.
Good day. Qantas 121, cross runway 07. American 72 heavy, taxi to runway 34 left, cross runway 07.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 34 left. Delta 40 heavy. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 34 right. Velocity 826.
Tway Air 501 heavy, cleared to land, runway 34 left.
Sydney departure on 118.4. Jetstar 762. Good day.
Continue taxi. Qantas 1576.
Qantas 9022, pushback approved, facing south.
Cross runway 07. Qantas 121.
Qantas 161, taxi to runway 34 right.
Taxi to runway 34 left, cross runway 07. American 72 Heavy.
Jetstar 509er, pushback approved, facing west. Qantas 63 Super, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left. Velocity 181, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right. Qantas 1576, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10. What just went over my head?
Pushback approved.
That would be
south.
Delta.
Qantas 922.
Delta 40 Heavy, contact departure. Velocity 826, contact departure. Velocity 9024, cleared to land, runway 34 right.
Taxi to runway 34 right. Qantas
Tasman
161.
22 Heavy, cleared to land, runway 34 left. The Qantas
facing west.
crew.
Jetstar 509er.
Qantas 578, cross runway 07.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right.
Qantas
velocity 181.
63 Super, cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 34 left.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Charlie and Bravo 10. Qantas 1576.
Qantas 728, cross runway 07.
Sydney departure on 118.4, Delta 40 Heavy. Good day. Sydney departure on 118.4, velocity 826. Good day.
Cleared to land.
Qantas
Runway 34 right.
429er, cross
Velocity
runway
924.
07. Qantas 121, taxi to runway 34 left.
Clear to land. Runway 34 left. Tasman 22 heavy.
There's velocity.
Cross runway 07. Qantas 578.
What happened to
Clear for
Jetstar
immediate takeoff.
403?
Runway 34 left. Qantas 63 Super.
Jetstar 403, contact departure. Velocity 181, contact departure. We've got no
Cross runway
arrivals at the
07.
moment.
Qantas 728.
Qantas 9022, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10.
Cross runway 07.
Super
Qantas
heading down the runway.
429er.
Taxi to runway 34 left. Qantas 121.
Qantas 121, cross runway 34 left.
Sydney departure on 118.4, Jetstar 403. Good day.
Sydney departure
There
on
goes the
118.4, velocity 181. Good day.
Jetstar 509er, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10.
Taxi and hold at the
Jetstar
intersection of
509er,
Taxiway
taxi to
and
the
Bravo
intersection
10.
of Charlie and
Qantas
Bravo
922.
10.
Cross runway 34
Qantas
left.
578,
Qantas
taxi to
121.
runway 34 right.
Command requirement missing.
Jetstar
509er.
504, cleared to land, runway 34 right. What happened there? What happened to
Taxi and
T-Way?
hold at the intersection of Taxiway Charlie and Bravo 10, Jetstar 509er.
T-Way Air 501 Heavy, contact departure. No one wants to land now.
Taxi to runway 34 right. Qantas 578.
Cleared to land. Runway 34 right. Jetstar 504.
Sydney ground. American 72 Heavy ready to taxi.
Sydney Tower. Velocity 924 and final 34 right.
Sydney Tower. Twair 501 heavy on final 34 left.
What?
Sydney ground. Qantas 1576 ready to taxi.
American 72 Heavy, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 34 left. American 72 Heavy.
No. What?
Sydney Tower, Tasman 22
American
heavy on
72
final
Heavy,
34
hold
left.
position. Qantas 23 Heavy, pushback approved, facing south. Velocity 638, pushback approved, facing south. Velocity 9024, taxi to the intersection of Golf and Bravo via Lima, Bravo.
Hold position.
American 72 Heavy, continue taxi.
Pushback approved facing south. Qantas 23 Heavy.
Pushback approved facing south. Velocity 638.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway
Qantas
Golf
728,
and
taxi to runway
Bravo.
34 right
Velocity
via
924.
Bravo 10.
Continue taxi. American 72 Heavy.
Qantas 429er, taxi to runway 34 right via Bravo 10.
Taxi to runway
Qantas
34
922,
right,
cross
via
runway
Bravo
07.
Qantas 728.
Tasman 22 Heavy, taxi to terminal, cross runway 07.
Taxi to runway 34 right, via Bravo 10. Qantas 429er.
Qantas 418, cleared to land, runway 34 left.
Taxi to terminal. Cross runway 07. Tasman 22
Qantas
Heavy.
922, cross runway 07.
Clear to land. Runway 34 left. Qantas 418.
Jetstar 504,
Cross runway 07.
coming in to land.
Qantas 922.
Sydney Tower, Jetstar 504 and final 34 right.
Sydney ground. Qantas 922 ready to taxi.
Sydney ground. Jetstar 509 are ready to taxi.
Sydney Tower. Qantas 418 on final 34 left.
Velocity 638, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10. Qantas 23 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Golf and Alpha via Alpha.
Taxi and hold at
Qantas
the intersection of
1576,
Taxiway Charlie
cross
and
runway
Bravo
07.
10, velocity 638.
Qantas 121, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left. American 72 Heavy, contact departure.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Golf and Alpha via Alpha. Qantas 23 Heavy.
Qantas 161, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right. Jetstar 504, taxi to the intersection of Golf and Bravo via Lima, Bravo.
Cross runway 07. Qantas 1576.
Sydney departure on 118.4.
Qantas 9022,
American
taxi to
72
runway
Heavy.
34 left.
Good day. Good job.
Qantas not want to depart?
Clear for
Obviously
takeoff.
not.
Runway 34 right. Qantas 161.
What?
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Golf and Bravo via Lima, Bravo. Jetstar 504.
Taxi to runway 34 left. Qantas 922.
Sydney Tower, Jetstar 813 and final 34 right.
Sydney ground.
Jetstar
Qantas 23 Heavy
813,
ready
cleared to land,
taxi.
runway 34 right.
Cleared to land, runway 34
Velocity
right.
508,
Jetstar
cleared to land,
813.
runway 34 left. Velocity 9024, cross runway 07. Qantas 23 Heavy, cross runway 34 left.
Cleared to land. Runway 34 left. Velocity 508.
Qantas 578, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right.
Cross runway 07, velocity 924.
Jetstar 509er, taxi to runway 34 right via Bravo 10.
Cross runway 34
Velocity
left.
638, cross runway 07. Velocity 638, cross runway 07.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 34 right. Qantas 578.
New Zealand 102, pushback approved, facing south. Velocity 9024, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to runway 34 right.
Qantas
via Bravo
161,
10,
contact departure.
Jetstar 509er.
Cross runway 07, velocity 638.
Pushback approved facing south, New Zealand 102.
Taxi to terminal, velocity 924.
Qantas 418, taxi to the intersection of Foxtrot and Bravo via Bravo.
Sydney departure on 118.4, Qantas 161.
Qantas 1576, taxi to runway 34 right via Bravo 10. Qantas 121, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Foxtrot and Bravo via Bravo. Qantas 418. Taxi to runway 34 right via Bravo 10. Qantas 1576.
Qantas 23 heavy, taxi to runway 34 left, cross runway 07. Jetstar 504, cross runway 07. Qantas 578, contact departure.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left. Qantas 121.
Taxi to runway 34 left, cross runway 07. Qantas 23 heavy.
Cross runway 07.
Velocity 638, taxi to runway 34 right via Bravo 10.
Sydney departure on 118.4.
New Zealand
Qantas
102,
578.
taxi to
Good
runway
day.
34 left, cross runway 07. Qantas 728, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right.
Taxi to runway 34 right via Bravo 10.
Jetstar 403,
velocity
cleared
638.
to land, runway 34 right. Jetstar 504, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to runway 34 left.
Qantas
runway
9022,
07,
cross
New Zealand
runway 34
102.
left.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right. Qantas 728.
Tway Air 501 heavy, cleared to land, runway 34 left.
Cleared to land, runway 34 right, Jetstar 403.
Taxi to terminal, Jetstar 504.
Qantas 121, contact departure.
Cross runway 34 left. Qantas 9022.
Qantas 418, cross runway 07. Jetstar 504, cross runway 34 left. Jetstar 813, taxi to the intersection of Juliet and Bravo via Lima, Bravo.
Clear to land, runway 34 left, Air 501 heavy.
Sydney departure on 118.4. Qantas 121. Good day.
Unless I got
Cross
Cebu
runway
Air coming in
07.
now.
Qantas 418.
Cross runway 34 left,
We've got
Jetstar
time.
504.
Qantas 429, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right. Velocity 508, taxi to the intersection of Golf and Bravo via Bravo.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Juliet and Bravo via Lima, Bravo. Jetstar 813.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right. Qantas 429er.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Golf and Bravo via Bravo. Velocity 508.
Sydney ground, velocity 638 ready to taxi.
Sydney Tower, velocity 508 on final 34 left.
Sydney
New
Tower,
Zealand
Jetstar
taxiing down.
403 on final 34 right.
Sydney ground, New Zealand 102 ready.
Velocity
taxi.
508, cross runway 07. Where are you going?
Cross runway 07. Velocity 508.
Velocity 830, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. Velocity 830.
Qantas 9022, cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 34 left. Qantas 728, contact departure.
Cleared for immediate takeoff. Runway 34 left. Qantas 922.
Sydney departure on 118.4, Qantas 728. Good day.
Sydney Tower, Air 501 Heavy on final 34 left.
Sydney Tower, SAPU 039er Heavy on final 34 left.
Sydney ground.
Velocity
Qantas
508, taxi to
Golf,
terminal.
Requesting push and start.
Qantas 418, taxi to terminal. Thai 476, pushback approved, facing south.
Taxi to terminal. Velocity 508.
Taxi to terminal. Qantas 418.
Pushback approved facing south. Thai 476.
Jetstar 509er, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left. Right. Jetstar 509er, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right.
Negative, need pushback truck.
Velocity
Need correct
830.
runway. Tower, check out our flight plane. We are not local traffic. Our destination is Melbourne Airport. Jetstar 509er.
Whoa!
Cleared for takeoff. Runway
Velocity
34
830,
right.
taxi
Jetstar
to the
509er.
intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10. That's the first time I've ever heard them talk
Taxi
back.
hold at the intersection of Taxiway Charlie and Bravo 10. Velocity 830.
Qantas 429er, contact departure. Qantas 9022, contact departure.
Sydney departure on 118.4, Qantas 429er. Good day.
Qantas 23 heavy, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left. Jetstar 813, taxi to ramp. Jetstar 403, taxi to the intersection of Juliet and Bravo via Lima, Bravo. Cebu 039er, heavy, cleared to land, runway 34 left.
Sydney departure on 118.4, Qantas 922. Good day.
Tasman 1 heavy, cleared to land, runway 34 left. Jetstar 785, cleared to land, runway 34 right. Qantas 1576, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 34 left.
T-Way
Qantas 23
501 heavy, taxi to terminal. Thai 476, taxi to the intersection of Golf and Alpha via Golf.
Taxi to ramp. Jetstar 813.
Qantas 1576, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right. Jetstar 509er, contact departure. Velocity 9031, pushback approved, facing south. Velocity 830, cross runway 07. T-Way 501 heavy, cross runway 07.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Juliet and Bravo via Lima, Bravo. Jetstar 403.
What the hell?
Clear to land, runway 34 left, SAPU 039er Heavy.
Clear to land. Runway 34 left. Tasman 1 Heavy.
Clear to land. Runway 34 right.
Cebu
Jetstar
039er heavy, contact departure.
Taxi to terminal. Air 501 Heavy.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Golf and Alpha via Golf. Thai 476.
China Southern 326 heavy, pushback approved, facing east. T-Way Air 501 heavy, cross runway 07. T-Way Air 501 heavy, cross runway 07.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 34 right. Qantas 1576.
Sydney departure on 118.4, Jetstar 509er.
China Southern 326 Heavy, hold position. China Southern 326 Heavy, pull back to the gate. Jetstar 403, taxi to ramp. Qantas 1576, contact departure. Qantas 23 Heavy, contact departure. QLink 1943, cleared to land, runway 34 right.
Cross runway 07. Velocity
Malaysian 123 Heavy, cleared to land, runway 34 left. Velocity 830, taxi to runway 34 right. Velocity 931, pushback approved, facing south. Qantas 433 Heavy, pushback approved, facing south.
Sydney departure on 118.4, SAPU 039er Heavy, good day.
Thai 476, taxi to runway 34 left, cross runway 07.
Pushback approved facing east. China Southern 326 Heavy.
China Southern 326 Heavy, pushback approved, facing east.
Cross runway 07, Air 501 Heavy.
Hold position. China Southern 326 Heavy.
Taxi to ramp, Jetstar 403.
Sydney departure on 118.4, Qantas 1576, good day.
Qantas 433 Heavy, pushback approved, facing south.
Sydney departure on 118.4, Qantas 23 Heavy, good day.
Cleared to land.
Velocity 638, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right. New Zealand 102, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left.
Clear to land, runway 34 left. Malaysian 123 Heavy.
China Southern 326 Heavy, continue taxi.
Taxi to runway 34 right.
Velocity 931, taxi to the intersection of Charlie and Bravo 10.
Pushback approved facing south. Velocity 931.
Taxi to runway 34 left. Cross runway 07. Thai 476.
Tasman 1 Heavy, taxi to ramp, cross runway 07.
Negative. Pushback is blocked. Air 501 Heavy. China Southern 326 Heavy.
Velocity 637, cleared to land, runway 34 left.
Pushback approved facing south. Qantas 433 Heavy.
Whoa!
Cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right. Velocity
How
638.
did I not see that? QLink 1943, contact departure.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 34 left. New Zealand 102.
Continue taxi. China Southern 326 Heavy.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Charlie and Bravo 10. Velocity 931.
Taxi to ramp, cross runway 07, Tasman 1 Heavy.
Cleared to land. Runway 34 left. Velocity 637.
Sydney departure on 118.4, QLink 1943, good day.
I think we're going to switch to Brisbane now. And I don't remember the schedule that I have. Oh, it's 10 o'clock as well. So we will do a 10 o'clock stint. We will take on the Meta Live. And I believe that regional wide there. I believe this is the configuration that they are running at the moment. We will be running that. And 10 o'clock in Brisbane. Excited. Excited. Okay, Tower Companion did not like that. Just open Tower Companion again in the background. Again, doing the Brisbane schedule. Yes, Fokker 100s. I forgot about that. So pause for a second, get ourselves set up. I think we did from the tower last time, didn't we? Good. Brisbane. Brisbane is looking pretty good. We need to tweak the orientation a little bit, don't we? Don't often get much down in that freight area, but okay, that is all good. We bring up our debright. Where was our debright? Was over this way. Let's zoom out a little. There, that looks pretty good. All right. Welcome to Brisbane. Let's kill off the POV, thanks. Alright, so we should have 1 on approach. We've got 4 that should be calling up any minute now. Brisbane real world operations for today at 10 AM. It was only a couple of hours ago.
Brisbane ground, velocity 447 with information mic, requesting push and start.
Its tag sizes are a little bit big. Icons are a little bit big too. That tag is too close. Sometimes it holds on to the settings, sometimes it doesn't. Velocity 447, pushback approved, facing north.
Pushback approved facing north, velocity 447.
I think we've got one on arrival too. We do. We have one on arrival.
Brisbane Tower. Foxtrot Delta 471 on final 1 Nina right.
Niner. And we start off with a GA. Great. Foxtrot Delta 471, cleared to land, runway 19 right.
Clear to land, runway 1 Nina right.
1
Foxtrot
Nina
Delta
right.
471.
1 Nina right. Velocity even pushing
Brisbane
back?
ground.
Oh, yeah.
Velocity 447 ready to taxi.
Velocity 447. Taxi to runway 19 left via Alpha.
Taxi to runway 19 left via Alpha. Velocity 447. Brisbane ground. Qantas 619er with information November. Requesting push and start.
Qantas 619er, pushback approved, facing east.
Pushback approved facing east. Qantas 619er.
It's raining in Brisbane at the moment.
Brisbane ground. Velocity 938 with information November. Requesting push and start.
Velocity 938, pushback approved, facing east.
Pushback approved facing east. Velocity 938.
Brisbane ground, QLink 1281 with information November, requesting push and start.
QLink 1281, pushback approved, facing east.
Pushback approved facing east, QLink 1281.
Little bit of rain.
Brisbane ground. QLink 1971 with information November. Requesting push and start. Brisbane ground. Qantas 619 ready to taxi.
Brisbane Tower, Foxtrot Delta 425 on final 1 inner right.
Brisbane ground. QLink 546 Delta with information November, requesting push and start.
Brisbane ground. Velocity 938 ready to taxi.
Qantas 619er, taxi to runway 19 left via Alpha. Velocity 938, taxi to runway 19 left via Alpha.
Taxi to runway 19 left via Alpha. Qantas 619er.
QLink 1971, pushback approved, facing east. QLink 1281, taxi to the intersection of Yankee and Sierra via Alpha, Yankee.
Taxi to runway 19 left via Alpha. Velocity 938.
Pushback approved facing east. QLink 1971.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Yankee and Sierra via Alpha, Yankee, QLink 1281. Brisbane ground, QLink 1281 ready to taxi.
Interesting. Foxtrot Delta 425, cleared to land, runway 19 right.
Clear to land, runway 19 right. Foxtrot Delta 425.
QLink 546 Delta, pushback approved, facing north.
Pushback approved facing north. QLink 546 Delta.
Brisbane Tower, Philippine 221 on final 19er left